Someone says you did great work, and your first thought isn't thank you, it's they don't know the real me. You smile, you nod, you deflect, but inside, you're bracing for the moment they figure it out. Every compliment feels like a setup. They praise your presentation. You think, I just got lucky. They admire your discipline. You think, if they saw my bad days, they celebrate your success, and something heavier creeps in. What if I can't repeat this? And sometimes, quietly, you almost hope you fail next time, so the pressure disappears, so you won't have to keep pretending. The better you do, the more exposed you feel, because now there's a gap between who they think you are and who you believe you are, and that gap feels dangerous. Psychologists call this the imposter phenomenon, but it's not humility, it's not modesty, it's your brain protecting an old identity. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain carries a story about you, not a motivational story, a survival story. And that story was written early, maybe by criticism, maybe by comparison, maybe by one moment of failure that felt bigger than it was. If approval in your past felt conditional, if praise was tied to performance, your nervous system learned something subtle. Achievement equals safety, but safety that can be revoked. So when praise shows up now, your brain doesn't celebrate, it calculates risk. Because if worth depends on performance, and you know you're not perfect, then every compliment feels like a loan, and someday you'll have to pay it back. You're not rejecting praise, you're bracing for loss. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain prefers consistency over expansion. Inside your mind, there's a blueprint, a quiet internal rule book. It says, this is the kind of person I am. This is my level. This is what I deserve. Psychologists call it a self-schema, but think of it as a thermostat. If your thermostat is set to average and someone calls you exceptional, that warmth feels wrong. Not because it's false, because it's unfamiliar. Your brain is a prediction machine. It predicts how others see you based on past evidence. So when new evidence arrives, you're talented, you're impressive, you handled that so well. Your brain checks the blueprint. Does this match? If not, it rejects it. They're being nice. It was luck. They don't know the full story. This is confirmation bias turned inward. You scan for flaws, you highlight mistakes, you magnify imperfections, because proving you're flawed feels safer than risking being seen as capable. The imposter feeling isn't proof you're a fraud. It's proof your internal model hasn't updated yet. There's another layer. Attention once meant evaluation. Evaluation once meant threat. If praise in your past was unpredictable, followed by criticism or rising expectations, your amygdala learned something. Visibility equals pressure. So now, compliments trigger alertness, not joy. Your body tightens, not because you're fake, because your nervous system equates being seen with being tested, and tests can be failed. So shrinking feels safer. You don't fix this by achieving more. Achievement widens the gap. You fix it by updating the blueprint. Here's how. When someone compliments you, notice the first internal sentence. That's not true. It wasn't that good. They're exaggerating. Don't argue with it. Just label it. That's my old blueprint talking. Labeling activates your prefrontal cortex, and awareness weakens automatic defense. Right now, your brain is acting like a prosecutor. It keeps detailed records of your flaws, but it doesn't archive your competence, so you have to. Every compliment, every positive message, every moment you handled something well, store it. Not to inflate your ego, to balance the evidence. Your brain encodes negative events more deeply. That's called negativity bias. You're not self-critical because you're broken. You're self-critical because your memory system evolved for survival. So when something good happens, pause for 10 seconds. Let it register. You're updating data. You think competence should feel certain. It doesn't. Growth always feels unstable. Doubt is not proof of fraud. It's proof of expansion. Competent people often feel uncertain because they see complexity. Overconfident people don't. So when you think, I still don't know enough, try adding, and that's why I'm improving. This is the hardest part. When someone compliments you, don't deflect, don't downplay, don't over-explain. Just say, thank you, then breathe 5 seconds. Let the discomfort exist. Your nervous system learns through repetition. Every time you allow praise without shrinking, you teach your brain, I can be seen and still be safe. And this is the part most people miss. You don't feel fake because you lack ability. You feel fake because your identity is lagging behind your growth. Picture 2 circles. One is who you think you are. The other is who you're becoming. The imposter feeling is the space between them. Most people try to close that space by doing more, achieving more, proving more. But achievement doesn't update identity. Evidence does. And evidence only works if you let it in. One compliment at a time, one archived win, one moment of not shrinking. That's how the circles move, slowly, until the gap feels smaller. You're not fake. You're operating on old data. A story written when you were smaller. Stories can be rewritten, not with affirmations, with exposure, with repetition, with allowing yourself to be seen without bracing. So the next time someone says, you did that really well, don't tell them they're wrong. Let them.